Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday Throwdown. I'm going to just make sure we're in the right place and I'm live in the right place and I can see your comments and let you find me because I'm a few seconds or a few minutes late. Sorry about that. I actually was creating and I got caught up in the creating and lost track of time. But I do have some things I want to share with you today. I'm finally recovered. I took all day yesterday to just relax and recover after working crap on the Cape last weekend. It was so amazing to spend the weekend with so many fun, crafty folks and meet some new friends and see some old friends, but it was exhausting. I was there, we got there around 1:30, 2 o'clock on Thursday for me to be able to set up. And then I was there till 10, and then it was 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and then 9 a.m. to noon on Sunday. So it was a long weekend, but it was absolutely amazing. I will say I had some FOMO in my spare time. It was very busy, so there wasn't a lot of spare time, but when I did, I was kind of checking out Facebook and social media, and it was also the On Stage conference for Stampin' Up. And so that's where they typically release like the new catalog and they show you some new things and give you sneak peeks of upcoming product. And oh my word, there is so much fun stuff coming for you guys. You guys are not going to be able to contain your excitement. I know I can't, and I can't tell you all the secrets yet. But I did get to see the new catalog yesterday and I get to pre-order next week. So we'll be seeing some of that soon. And I will be doing an online catalog launch this time around. I will give you dates soon. But it's just so much for me to process today. So not only do I have to get back into the swing of like, what do I need to work on? Where am I at? I need to kind of put all of that fun stuff aside for a minute so that I can focus on what needs to get done. So let's go ahead and turn this around. I'm going to show you a couple of product of the month things that I haven't shown you. So we'll show you that. And then I'm going to I need to finish my Cutest Crew cards, which is already open for registration. So thank you for those of you that trusted me and know you'll like the cards. I've designed a couple and I need to finish those. So I thought I would do one here. We'll see if it makes the cut, right? All right, so here we go. Let me just put this down here. Make sure you guys can see it okay. Yeah. All right, so there's two product of the month still available as of right now. So this is the new one. This is a super cute two-step stamp. Sentiments say, especially for you, a little note of thanks and happiest birthday wishes. But you can see they're like two steps. So you can kind of stamp the bunny and then do the like fill-in color and then stamp the duck and fill-in color, deer fill-in color, and then some ferns, not really ferns, greenery, whatever you want to call that. And then some grassy kind of stuff too. So super cute. If you're not familiar with product of the month, if you spend $75, before tax and shipping, you get to pick a product of the month for just $5. So this is one of the options. Sorry, my dog is barking and the mailman's probably here. Hopefully she will stop in a second. And then this is another one that's still available. This was last month and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this product, this paper. So this is another product of the month that again is available for just $5 when you, so you get 3 sheets of that when you spend $75. So this is really pretty. I love the colors. Sorry. This is the back. Look at how this is so stunning. Like, wouldn't this be really cute with some of the beach themed stuff, like that shell collecting stamp set we have? That would be amazing. What else do we have? Let's see. And then there's this one. So you get 3 of each pattern, and then the back side. Just love the colors. They're so pretty. And then this one and the back side. I think that's it. Yeah. So this is called, let's see. This one is called Painted Illusions. And the colors in there are Darling Duckling, Flirty Flamingo, Grainy Apple Green, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. So 2 options for you. If you do any shopping in the near, not too distant future, you can get, what did I do with the other one? Oh, sorry, here. You can get this Painted Illusions Designer Series paper pack for just $5 with a $75 order, or you can get the Notes of Spring for $5. If you place an order like if you placed an order last month and got a different product of the month, you could get both this month if you place two $75 orders, or like if you order this month and then next month you order again and they're still both available, you can get, like, this is February's, this was March, so you could get February's product in March or March product in April. It's just as long as the stock is still available and you haven't already got one. So you can only get one of everything. So once you've ordered it, that's all you can get. All right, so let's show you what we're working with. So this is going to be my card class to go this month. Registration closes next week because the bundle is still on back order until next week. So it's no point in me placing the order until I can get the bundle anyway. I will say that you'll probably want the bundle for these cards because I won't fussy cut, like I won't die cut like these parts here. So you'll want to have the bundle. But look at, so this is one of the cards we'll do. I made this a couple of weeks ago and I do really like this one. So I did this one, and this will be one of the cards you'll make. And then I did this one today because I was working on it. So this is a cute one. It may or may not make the cut. We'll see how I do. I've been designing today, or kind of getting into that groove today. And so I designed that one, and I figured I would design a couple of others for you. So, or not on camera. I'm going to do one today. But I like to sort of lay out my ideas. So I cut all the cardstock. I only need 5. So you make 2 each of 4 designs, and then I do a bonus thank you card. So I have more cards here than I'll actually need. So I may like mix and match a few. I pulled the colors from the pattern paper pack, which is what we're using. It's the Mixed Up Patterns paper pack. So I just thought this was a lot of good plain sort of imagery that will lend itself well to these cards. So I am planning to play with these this afternoon, get these wrapped up, then we'll send out a reminder email for the card class to go, and those will ship out on the 31st. So still time to register, and I know sometimes you want to see all the finished cards, so I'm going to do my best to get those done today so that I can include those in the reminder email, and then you can decide whether or not you wanted to do this. This is a card class in the mail, so I don't do a live class with it. I don't do a video with it or anything. It's just written tutorials, and you can do it at your own pace. So let's go ahead and figure out another one of these cards. So I've done a bird, I've done a dog. So let's do the kitty cats this time around. And I'm going to grab those here. I did do a kitty cat card. I don't know why I'm saying kitty cat like that. It's weird. But I did do one a couple of weeks ago when I showed you the Stampin' Positioner tool. So, but I wanted one to go with this sort of vibe. I'm thinking we'll do the kitties on the green. I think that's going to look nice. All right. And so I don't know if I want to do, I might actually stamp the kitties in the background too in green. I don't know. What do you think? And then maybe do a run of them and color them in. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. So let's do that. So I'm going to grab the old olive cardstock. I mean ink. And we'll stamp that. Hey, Kate. All right. So let me do this. And again, this is how I design my classes. So I literally just play. So, and in I may or may not, like I've designed 2. I do like the navy blue one, so that one will probably stay. But depending on how these come out, I may decide, nope, I don't like that, and that won't make the cut, right? But we're going to just have a little fun. So I'm going to do a little background stamping, and I'm doing old olive on like this old olive patterned paper. And I don't think I want to do the whole thing. I think I'm just going to do little bits of it. But I don't know. I might change my mind and fill in. We'll see. Because I'm kind of thinking like that. And then, well, you know what? I'm going to do the whole thing. And then we'll do a little panel over it, I think. So I'm just going to fill in this. I should really have grid paper here. Or my glass mat. I did not grab either before I went live, so I'm going to try not to stamp on that side so I don't stamp my table any more than I already did. All right, and then we'll fill in here. There we go. All right. So that's that. So that's going to kind of be the background. So that's just going to be back here. And then I'm thinking, because that's a lot going on, especially if we're going to put the kitties on top too. So I think I want to have like some sort of square or rectangle or something to kind of offset that. And I'm thinking I want a little color, and I love pink and green together. So maybe we'll use a little bit of the bubble bath. Let me grab a piece. All right, so I have this piece here. Let's cut a little piece of this. And I don't know, let's try 3.5 by 4.5 to start and see if that's too much. That might be too much. I'm gonna go 3 by 4 maybe. And that way you still see some of all of the kitties, right? Okay. And then, I don't know, I feel like I want to rough up the edges, but let's do our stamping first and figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't think I want to stamp directly on here. I think I want to stamp and then cut it out. So I'm gonna grab a piece of white paper and let me wipe this off. Hi ladies, happy Tuesday, happy St. Patrick's Day actually. Oh, it's fitting that I picked the green base today. I didn't even do that on purpose. And I actually have green on today. Camo green, but I have green on. I did not intend that either because I really don't have a lot of green, to be honest. All right, so I'm going to stamp this in black because I think I want to color it. I like to color. This probably will not be the thank you card because so the way my card class to go works is I design 5 cards, 4 of which you make 2 of. So I cut and prep it for you and you make 2. And then the 5th design, I actually finish to completion and I include it in the package as my thank you card. So that one I tend to try to keep a little less technique or a little less going on those. All right, so let's see. All right, I'm gonna color the butterflies in the light pink. What color should we color our kitties? Maybe crumb cake? Little neutral colored kitties? Could do tabby cats, but I feel like the orange and green might not be the best combo. Could do black kitties, but that's kind of not the most colorful for a card. So I think I'm gonna try and do some crumb cake ones. Let me see if I can get that color. I'm just using my Stampin' Blends. Light crumb cake, dark crumb cake. All right, let me see. And I always like to kind of test the colors to see. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So we'll color some dark, some light. Let's do some lighter ones first. And then we can kind of do some shadowing too if we want. All right. I'll color these 2 light. Probably should have done the other 3 light and the 2 dark, but whatevs. All right, so we got that, and then let's color these guys. Speaking of kitties, I'm surprised that my little kitty hasn't come in here because as soon as she hears me talking, she usually thinks it's time for her to come in and play. But the dog barking might have scared her off. Or she might be napping. So like I said, yesterday I took a rest day from working all weekend, and it was such a perfect day because it was rainy and a little, like, not a little breezy, it was a lot breezy. So I had the window open actually with the listening to the rain, and I was kind of cuddled up in bed for a good part of the day because I'm reading a book that was reading a book that was getting super good. So I spent most of the day reading my book, and I actually finished it this morning because I couldn't put it down. Don't you love that? So if any of you are looking for a good book, it was an interesting structure, and it kept me intrigued. It was, oh shoot, Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. It was really, really good. So I don't think I'm going to do any shading on these. So I read my book all day, kind of laid low, had some fun. Hi, Marie. So it was a good day. All right, so we're going to do this. Now, I don't know. I don't think I want to do, like, cut them out. Let me see what happens when I do just, like, a little strip of them. Now I got to get this straight because I'm not sure I actually stamped them straight. So let me trim this down and we'll see where we're at. I don't know, we might cut them out, we'll see. Actually, it does have, you can cut them out in one piece too, so maybe I will do that. I was thinking I had to have them in individual pieces, but it actually cuts them out in one long piece, so that's okay, actually. So let's do that. Oh yes, you could do gray with stripes, you could do black and white, you could definitely make it a little bit switched up. I was trying to just go with my color scheme here, so we kept it pretty neutral. Whoops, oh no, I lost a bird. Excuse me, sorry, I felt that one coming. All right, so we've got this guy that can kind of go right along here, although I'm not completely opposed to it being like this either. I do feel like we need to do something in the background, so maybe we'll actually pull in a piece of that pink paper again from the last card, this one here. That's 3 by 4, so we'll do, I think that's 3 by 4. 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, I believe, is what we would need. So we could kind of do a little pattern in the background here, like that, then like that. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I cut out the kitties in a strip, or should I leave it just as a strip and maybe like mat it on another color? Maybe some secret C. Weigh in, what do you think? Should we leave it long and I could do, let's see, thinking maybe a secret C strip that's just about the same. We'll do like, oh yeah, 1.5 by like 4.5. Let's see what that looks like, and you guys can decide. 1.5 by 4.5. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we just do a really thin little border. Oh, actually, I might do it just top and bottom, but we'll see. So this would be here. This would be here, like that. And then maybe some paw prints in the back on the pink. Or, and then we could do a little sentiment down here. Or should I cut it out? Yeah, I think I'm gonna duck around, I think I'm gonna distress the edge of this here, the pink. Or we could do this. I was gonna do the pink distressed. Let's do that before I think I like those two. So let's do that, and then we can see what we think about cutting the cats out or leaving them straight. So I'm just taking my scissors and just roughing up the edge a little bit. I love this for a little added texture. This is also a great technique for like guy cards because it adds a little interest without being too frilly or girly, right? It's not blingy or any of that kind of stuff. It's just kind of grungy, which is always good. So I'm going to just rough up the edges. You can see it does make a little bit of a mess, so just keep that in mind. I try to do it over my table so then I can just wipe the rest into my trash can. But this one will probably end up in my lap because I'm going to move the table. I got to sweep and vacuum the floor in here anyway. All right. So, whoops, don't sweep off your die. All right, so now we have like that kind of that little rough edge. I'm going to tape this down because I do like that. Okay, oh, I was thinking I would stamp some paw prints on here, but I guess I can do it after the fact. All right, so then we've got this. I'm not going to attach this because I don't know if we're going to use anything else. So we've got that. Now what do we think? Do we do like this? I think I got to straighten out the edges a little bit. And then some paw prints maybe down here and up there. And then a little sentiment. Do we like that? Or should I cut him out like this one? So see how this one's cut out. Weigh in on what you think, whether we should do but like cut out this kitties or leave them on the square mat. I'm gonna actually start assembling because I don't think I'm gonna put any adhesive around this here, so we'll leave that. Do that, and then tape that down. I'm gonna put this on with some dimensionals. Cut out. Got 1 vote for cutting it out. Leave them 1 vote for leaving them on the mat. We'll see where the final verdict comes in. I think I'm going to stamp a little bit of, well, we'll wait in case I change my mind. All right, I need a tiebreaker vote, guys. All right, so this is going to go on here like this. I'll take a sip. Don't cut kitties out. All right, leave them. Okay, so we've got, most of you would like to see the kitties like this. So I think I'm going to trim up like the edging is a little off. So I'm going to fix that. But before I do that, let's stamp some little, where are my stamps? Oh, right here. Let's stamp some little paw prints. Here they are. So I'm going to use the pink. I'm going to do tone on tone. So we'll do some bubble bath. All right, you could use any sort of pink, honestly. So I'm going to take this. Now we want this. Like I said, I'm going to fix the edging because the edging's a little off. I think that white piece might not be straight, so we'll fix that too. But I'm thinking we'll do like right about here. And so I'm going to stamp the little paw prints, and I should have probably done this before I added. Yeah, I missed one. Dang it. This is the problem when you add dimensionals before you finish stamping. I don't know that I can fix that. I might try and fix it with my marker. We'll see if it, maybe I can cover it. All right, let's see. Yeah, I can just put it lower. We'll just have them at the top there. I don't know. Let's see. I can't make it worse, right? So let's try and fix them a little bit. So I'm just going to round that out a little bit. And we'll round that out a little bit. It's a little wonky. But hopefully nobody will notice. There we go. That's better. All right, so I'm going to attach this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to see, because I feel like this is not straight. Let me make this straight first. There we go. That's better. And now I'm going to do like a really thin border around the whole thing. So I'll attach this and then I can trim down that other side. Okay. Oh, you guys, my glasses are just not strong enough anymore, and I'm so sad. Like, I'm like, I don't want to get even stronger readers. I think these are already 2.5 or 2.75 or something crazy. I'm like, oh, in the last 10 years, my eyes have gone down so badly. I made it to 43 before I had any eye troubles, and then now I think it's, honestly, I think it's like the screens. I think it's really kind of done my eyes in. All right, I don't know. So we like this. I think that's good. We're gonna definitely need some bling. I'm wondering if we need any texture. I've been using this ribbon for these cards, so I could, and that might cover up my little boo-boo. I could kind of do a little knot maybe over here. Let's try that. And then we'll do some I don't know why I just cut that first. I'm not even sure if this is enough, but hopefully. I just wanted to do a knot, so making it a little hard for myself, but I think I can do it. All right. So we'll tie this in here. Maybe. Give yourself more space than this, you guys. Don't do what I do. I don't know why I pre-cut it. Usually I will wrap it, tie it, and then cut it, but for whatever reason, my brain is still on hiatus, I think. All right. There we go. I think I got it. There we go. Okay. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to move it over a little bit, and then we're going to use my ribbon scissors to trim that because I did fray the ends a little bit. And we'll trim that one. There we go. All right, so now we can attach that. Let's just make sure this is good. I'm thinking I'll just do kind of like overlap it a little bit. Like that. Let's put a little bit of adhesive. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus because it will be nice and sturdy. All right, there's that. It's not quite centered, but close enough. And then we can pop this on here. I feel like maybe I should have stamped off on the kitties on the green. It's a little bit busy. I don't know. Maybe it looks better on screen. I don't know. It looks a little busy. All right, so we got that. And then I think maybe like a little sentiment here. I think we need a little skinny one. The sentiments in this one are have the best day, so glad we're friends, just a little hello. Oh, we could do happy birthday. I think that would be cute. Let's do happy birthday. I think we can make that work. Right? Yeah, that can work. Maybe we could do it as a little circle. What color? Should I do bubble bath maybe? I don't want to do white on white, or I could do green. We could do green again, like I did on the last one. So I did a little pop of green, or I could do bubble bath. Think. We want to make sure it's not too dark because then you won't see it. Like if I use the dark blue, it'll be too dark. Or I could use crumb cake because the kitties are crumb cake. Maybe I'll do that. Let's use crumb cake, my favorite. Let me grab a piece of that. I think that'll be good. There we go. Pulls the colors together. We like that. All right, so I'm going to cut myself a little piece of this. We'll stamp happy birthday in the black ink, or you could use Secret C, but I used black for the kitty, so I'm just going to use black. Put it up a little bit here, because I'm thinking maybe we should do a little, should we do like a little stitch circle? Would this one be big enough? It would, and then we could kind of put it here. Is that covering too much of the kitties, do you think? It's going to be just under that. Or should I just do a straight one? Let's cut it out and see. I can always do another one. And I'm going to use my electric die cutting machine because that's what's out here right now. I was cutting 320 tags for Crop on the Cape last weekend, so I was using the electric one. All right, so there we go. So we could kind of tuck it in over here maybe. Well, then you don't really see like that, or we could put it over here. I want to cover, could put it up here, but I don't know, I don't love that. I kind of like clustered. Put it over here, or maybe over here. I don't know, I feel like, or maybe here. I don't hate that. What do we think? Should we put it here? Or should we put it here? It's funny. I always say, when I'm at the tile store and somebody's like, well, I don't hate that. I'm like, well, we kind of want you to love it. We don't want you to not hate it. You're going to be stuck with it for a while. So kind of feel the same with cards. Like, you don't want to hate it. Do we like it clustered down here with the bow, which is typically what I would do? So you can fully see that, or do we like it up there? I already stuck it in there, so I was thinking you could do even like that. That's not bad either. What do you think? Top or bottom, guys? Top? Or oh, so like something like that. I think I would tuck it in a little bit. I think I like that better. Or down here. Bottom. Top, bottom. What do you guys think? I'll let you guys decide. And actually, I can see it on the video too. I kind of like both, so I think I'm okay with either. I don't know. I can't decide. You guys decide. Too many decisions. I don't know. I like a good cluster, but I think that looks kind of cute too. Bottom. Okay, we got a bottom. Bottom by ribbon. Okay. Girls after my own heart, because that is typically what I would do. All right, let's do it. I'll give you one more second to see if we got anything else. All right, let me crease my card here. And then I'm thinking we'll pop it, or at least semi-pop it, because this part's higher. So, grab this. All right, we're going with the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we'll need to do that. We'll see. Hopefully that will even it out a little bit. I'm going to kind of position this ribbon so it doesn't get in the way. There. All right. There it is. Happy birthday. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. Okay. Oops. And then we need to add some bling. There. Cute. All right. I'm using for this month's kit, we're doing the Muted Palette Dots. I think that's what they're called. So they got a little secret sea, a little pink, a little yellow. So they got and the blue, which the blue I'm out of, but I think it'll be a good mix for these cards. Should we do the blue? No, I think we're gonna do the pink. All right. So let's grab our little pink guys. Put two up there and maybe a little one down here. Like that. There? Or do I want to do, oops. What do I want to do down here? Gosh, you guys, I'm having a hard time making decisions today. We'll leave it there for now. There you go. That's a cute one. I like it. So that could very much make it to the cut. So we've got a few different, I know this one will be in the class. This one might be too. I kind of like that one. I'm not sure about this one. I may or may not redo that one. So there you go. So hopefully later today, if you're on my email list, you'll see the registration come out again. I did send it last week as well, so you can always go back to that email and register there too. Cutest Crew should be back in stock next week, so that's when the order will go in. So you have like about a week to get registered if you want to join us for that card class to go. Otherwise, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. I hope you guys have a great day. Do you like the birds, Liz? I wasn't sure about that one. So we'll see. It's different than my normal style, so I'm not sure. Although these two look a lot alike, right? So maybe that's a good thing. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching me. I hope to see you again soon. And stay tuned because I've got lots of fun new stuff coming your way. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.